My name is Cassandra Wyko, and I am the owner and creator of TML, Turn Me Loose Fitness in Raleigh, North Carolina. I have been in business in North Carolina since 2011. TML is a great studio. It is a women's fitness studio that has served hundreds through the years, maybe even thousands, considering all the parties that we have at our studio. I have been a small business owner and an entrepreneur since my early 20s. I've owned a hair tanning salon. I have been a freelance makeup artist, personal trainer, and TML is something that I did later on in life that was a fun adventure for me. And I'm 47, going to be 47 this year. The reason I'm doing this video is because the current climate of our country, I feel that the issues for small business really need to be addressed. And I feel like the small businesses need to band together and start asking our state elected officials some serious questions and have them really go to bat for us. Let me explain. The SBA had even stated on their website, the Small Business Administration, which is federally run, that small business is the lifeblood of the U.S. economy. So they're well aware of the fact of how crucial small business is to the United States. Small businesses employ, there's a difference between employees and independent contractors, which I'll explain later, employ 48% of the U.S. population. 15.5 million people are independent contractors in the United States. That's a lot of people, okay? Now, I'm going to use my state as an example as to what's going on, and I think by the time I'm done with that, you'll be able to figure out why I decided to make this video and understand why it's crucial for you to maybe do some of the same investigative work in your state as I've done. Number one, North Carolina has 890,398, did I say that right? Small businesses. Of that, 30,689 got financial advances. Now, I'm assuming that financial advances is that 10K that nobody had to pay back, right? So 30,689 small businesses in North Carolina received that. 1,120 were approved as of April 24th for that ELID loan, all right? 1,120. That leaves 858,589 businesses who've been forced to close, yet still expected to pay gas, electric, rent, internet, insurance, etc., whatever their cost of business, they were still expected to pay that while being shut down. Let that resonate. 858,589 businesses received nothing and were not approved, apparently. They could still be working on it, but as of April 24th, the SBA has not given them anything. That's a lot of businesses, a lot. All right, I'm going to show you how to find this information too for your state at the end, because I'm going to hold you in. To take matters even further, myself and everybody else that I had spoken to that either got approved or did not get approved, the SBA did a credit check on them, had their credit run, and they were alerted that their credit was run. Now, I'm aware, I'm looking at the kids outside, I'm aware that when you take a loan out for a home, I've owned homes, business, they do a credit check. It is a necessary step, right? In a normal circumstance, that basically means, hey, hun, I like this house. Let's go buy it. We're going to get a loan. Hey, give us money. We'll pay you back. We swear, right? That's how it normally goes. They're going to check to see if you're a risk or not. In this case, which is not a normal case, the federal government and the state's government, the whole freaking government, I don't care what you want to call it, told us we need to shut down. And if we don't shut down, we could be fined. We can go get jail time. And if we disobeyed, right? And even so, our customers probably wouldn't come in, because everybody else has got the ban. Is it a ban? It's lockdown. Lockdown. Anyway, my point being is, it's not that we decided to shut our businesses down and that we were in risk of, we're going to take your money and shut our business down. You shut us down. Now you need to give us money because we are still responsible for everything else. That should make sense. This means that millions, all those millions of people that small businesses employ or contract are either out of work, which we're going to get to that on the independent contractors because that shit's got me fired up. They're out of work or making very minimal amounts of money for their family survival, for their survival. So, if small business is the lifeblood of the U.S. economy, if we look at North Carolina and that number, that 800 out of 890,398 small businesses in all of North Carolina, only 31,000, let's just say 31,000, got help, leaving 858,000 no help. That should tell everybody that those employees are not working or making much money. Those contractors aren't either. How is that economy going to be thriving? It's not. It's going to have a fallout. So if we're the lifeblood and you don't give us help, SBA, the blood of the economy is on your hands. The lifeblood of the economy is now on your hands. My personal bankruptcy from the housing crisis, another thing that the government jacked up, my personal bankruptcy 10 years ago, 11 years ago, should have nothing to do with you providing financial relief when you shut my business down along with millions of others, period. What I want to know is how you factored and determined who got what. Because I know if 48% of business in the U.S. is small business, they're paying their taxes, you're getting their money. You're getting our money. You're getting my money. In a situation like this, I want some of my money back to help me and help my business. It has my credit, personal credit from years ago. I'm a sole proprietor, okay, self-employed. That takes time to rebuild as a self-employed person. Should have no factor into my business in this situation. Because up until that bankruptcy all the way through now, I've been paying my bills and I've been paying my taxes. What I want to know is why the government did not directly work with the utility companies. Why did they not directly work with the banks to tell them to stop, to hold off on mortgage payments, hold off, pause you. We got to pause everybody else. We're pausing you. We don't make money. You don't make money. Period. Apparently, the PPP loan only covers employees. So here's the difference between employees and independent contractors, okay? Some businesses can have both, all right? When I had the hair salon, I had employees and independent contractors, and then eventually everybody I moved over to independent contractors because they were doing their own little businesses behind the chair. When you're thinking about this and everything that's going on, imagine all the hairstylists out there that are independent contractors as I move further with this, because it actually is my heart went out to them because I know I had a hair salon. I know how these young girls and older women live paycheck to paycheck, all right? Pull me back in. See, you gotta pull me back in here. The PPP only covers employees. That's somebody who a business has on a payroll that they're taking taxes out. Independent contractors do that themselves. However, they can still have a steady schedule at a place. Like my instructors that teach classes, right? Laura knows she's got to be there every Tuesday. Every Tuesday I factor in Laura's got to be there, and this is what she's getting paid in order to operate my business. I don't have a business without these contractors. Now, the other discrepancy was that the contractors had to apply for unemployment on their own. However, unemployment did not accept contractors or sole proprietors to apply until April 24th. 1 month into lockdown, 1 month. Move it back to the hairdressers who are independent contractors, whose hair salons were shut down, who were told they could not see clients. The hair salon didn't receive money, let's say, right? They didn't receive anything from the SBA. Now, all those people that are doing hair are sitting home. Some can have a shit ton of money in the bank. Others may not. But they're independent contractors. Now they waited a month to get on unemployment. 1 month. When you fill out your paperwork, they then tell you it could be up to 14 days when you put a claim in. How do you like that? Pretty crazy. So this PPP loan is great for employees. It does nothing for the independent contractors and for the businesses that have independent contractors. So now a business, out of that 858,589 small businesses in North Carolina, how many of those had independent contractors? The business itself got no financial aid. The contractors got no aid. What's going to happen to that business? Now let's take the gym model or the dance model. I have a fitness studio. So I had to take my business model and flip it and pretty much create another whole business because of this. I had to go from charging $100 for a membership for people to come into the studio down to $9.99 because everybody and their dog was teaching fitness classes online, or I went up to $14.99. Even so, you're talking about a climate. I have never seen so many insufficient fund charges in all my years of doing business, from my 20s all the way to now, because of the freaking economy and what's going on. So my point being is, even now, even though I had to flip the model, that doesn't mean I am even close to making what my studio was making before. However, I still have to pay those contractors to do those classes. I could walk away from my business and say, screw it, or do something to continue my brand's name being out there and still relevant when we open up. My business has helped hundreds, maybe even thousands of women. Like, why would I give that up? Why? I've been tempted so many times, stressed as all small business owners are, ready to throw in the towel, but on the grand scale, why would I if I'm not backed into a corner, if I could still do it, I would do it. Anytime. Even now, when I'm not making a freaking dime and I have no aid whatsoever, trying to find a way. What I'm saying is I want to know 48% of business is small business in the US. Where did that tax money go? Who got that money? What I'm saying is the SBA is federally funded by our taxes. We pay. That's my freaking money. That's your money. That's that business's money. Where is it? Who got it? I want to know. I want to see a list. I want them accountable. I want to know that it's not some restaurant in California that got 25 million, or some sports team that got 4.6 million, or some Texas tycoon that got 45 million. Where is the list that tells us who's getting what? Because I don't trust y'all. And I want my state senator to start asking some serious freaking questions. Now, I'm heated. I got the rest of my notes here. I'm going to show you, I'm going to read this to show you how to go on the SBA site and to look up exactly how much the SBA provided to businesses in your state, okay? So listen carefully. I'm going to go slow. Number one, go to the SBA website. Go there. Number two, once there, you're going to click the coronavirus link. You're going to click that link that says coronavirus. Scroll down and click where it says 10K. It's a picture of 10K, and that's like 10,000, but it says 10K. Scroll to the bottom where it reads additional programs options. It says it really small, and it has the two little links there that are blue. So you're going to go down to additional program options, and you're going to click download on both of them. They're two PDFs. One of them is going to show you the advance money, and the other one's going to show you the loan. Okay. Now, once you do that, do a Google search and find out how many small businesses are in your state. Then do the math. And if the math seems a little crazy and doesn't match up, contact your state senator via email and phone, and don't stop. Get your friends to do it. Tell them you want answers. Tell them you want a list. You want to see. 7, contact your local news stations. Let them know, hey, this is how many businesses are in my state. This is how many of those businesses got money. And this is how many that got nothing. And it's what percentage. There's a percentage calculator on Google. You can look that up too. Number 8. This is very important, and I'm still going to read it. Know that you and your business and that your contributions to the American economy fucking matter. You deserve the money to help you thrive and continue to put money and generate into the U.S. economy. This is not your fault. You are worth it. Your business is worth it. Do not sit back and think, had I had saved. You know what? Small business, when you're really a small business, the little guy, sometimes it's not possible, but you're still making it and you're still doing it and you still scrap by. You're freaking worth it, and your business is worth it. This was not your fault. Remember that. Thank you for listening to me, and if you have any questions, you can always DM me. My name is Cassandra Wyko, and I am the owner of TML, Turn Me Loose Fitness in Raleigh, North Carolina. Guys, let's do this shit.